Hey guys, it's Rick from the Film Reaper. I'm back. I know it's been a while, but it is what it is. All right. Um, let's see. Where shall we start? All right, we'll start with the feast, I guess, because we're bringing some more hidden gems, and we're gonna start with the feast. Um, I really love The Feast. Very underrated movie. No, I don't think too many people have seen it that I've talked to, anyways. It's from 2005. Um, it's directed by John Gallagher. He did like Piranha, I think Double D or 3D or whatever it was, which I liked. I like those low budget, just crazy, monster kind of movies. I don't know. I like those kind that were on like USA Channel or whatever it was. All right, and yeah, this one's about these people are just hanging out in a bar, normal, whatever night, and then a guy comes busting in there saying they're all gonna die, this and that. And then, anyways, they start getting attacked by aliens, and they're all trapped in the bar trying to escape. They're all getting knocked off one by one. I'm not going to give too much more away, but it's gore. If you like gore, you're going to love this one because this is gory. And there was a couple of sequels to this. Yeah, don't bother. Just watch Feast, the first one, and then don't even bother on this 2 and 3. And I know there's a 2 and 3 if there's anything past that. I mean, 2 and 3's terrible. But 1, Feast, first one, great movie. Love it. Totally recommend it. And yeah, the guy also directed like one of the Hellraisers and what the heck, what else was it? Oh yeah, Zombie Night he directed. So, I mean, he's not that bad. All right, let's move on. Let's go to Christmas, Bloody Christmas. This one, I think it was a Shudder exclusive where it first came out, I think. But anyways, it's about obviously it's Christmas. This girl, she's just out getting drunk, wants to get high, just hang out. And then there's this store Santa Claus. It's like an animatronic robot Santa, and it just goes haywire and just starts killing people. It's crazy. It's a good movie. It's fun. Who directed this one? Oh, this one was directed by Joe Bagos. He did VFW. I know I had mentioned that. I think one of my other videos. That's the one where all the old people, hanging out in the VFW. They gotta save some girl or whatever it is. But that was a good movie also. I recommended that one too. So I recommend this one. This one's great. It's cool. Killer Santa. Can't go wrong. All right, let's move on to the Belko experiment. I don't think many people have seen this one either. This one, it's almost like on the same level as Mayhem. Mayhem. If you've seen that one with his name Steve Young and what's her name? The girl from The Babysitter and the one where she was the bride and the family was trying to kill her. I gotta do that movie too in here too. I just can't think of the name of it offhand. But anyways, yeah, so it's on the same level as that. It's a normal day. I think it takes place in like South America, I think, and it's like an isolated company, and they have like guards, so people, because there's a lot of kidnappings for ransom in the area. So, but then it ends up turning into, you know, the building gets shut down. All the guards walk away, building gets shut down, and then the voice comes on, and it's, telling them, oh, you have to kill 3 people in the next half hour, or like 20 will die, or whatever it is. And then they're like, oh, it must be a joke, whatever. And then, the half hour goes by, whatever the time frame was, and then the heads start exploding. So it's crazy. They had to get these implants in their heads. That's crazy. Like this, the work there. So, yeah. So then they have to try to, fight and stay alive, and and make it through. And this one was directed by Greg McLean, which also he directed Wolf Creek. I think he wrote and directed Wolf Creek. I like 1 and 2. They're great. Not sure if I've seen 3, but the first 2 were good. First one's really good. Second one's good, but not as good as the first one. And he also did Rogue, the one with the alligator. The woman was doing a tour on the boat, and then there's a killer alligator or crocodile in Australia, and then they get stranded on this little tiny island thing that the water was rising up, and they had to try to get off. And anyways, but that's also a good movie, Rogue. So, but yeah, it's the same guy. He did Rogue, Wolf Creek, Belko Experiment. So he does some good stuff. So I would highly recommend. I'm sure it's on, these movies are older ones. I'm sure they're on, a lot of the free streaming services. So they won't be hard to find. I'm sure you won't have to pay for them. And now we're going to go back a little bit to a classic, The Funhouse, by the great Tobe Hooper, who wrote and directed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which everybody loves. And if you don't love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, then you ain't no horror fan. He directed 2 also. I don't think he wrote 2 though, but he also directed Poltergeist 2, oddly enough. A lot of people don't know that, but he did. And this one is about two couples. They go into the carnival, and this was made in 1981. So they go into the carnival, they want to do something crazy. So they decide, oh, let's sneak into the funhouse and we'll, stay overnight in the funhouse. They take the ride in, then they jump off in the middle, But what they don't know is that the guy that runs the whole thing, his, what was it, his son, his brother? I don't remember. But anyways, yeah, so then, people start dying. But yeah, it's really good. Highly recommend this movie. Very, very underrated movie. I highly recommend. All right, what else do we have over here? Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about a couple of movies that were extremely overrated, in my personal opinion. And don't forget, these are all just my opinion. And I'm old, so my opinions are something. All right, this one, Talk to Me. Everybody loves this movie, especially Gen Z. Gen Alpha, they all love this movie. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's just, this is horrible. This movie was not good at all in any way. I mean, maybe it could have been. I mean, it kind of had an alright premise, but, I'm sure you've seen it. But it's just so overrated. I mean, the idea, if you could have got somebody in there that knew what they were doing, could have did something with this movie, but they just ruined this whole thing. It was terrible. And another one that I was very disappointed in, Late Night with the Devil. I was very looking forward to this movie. I like Exorcist movies. The Exorcist, my opinion, the scariest movie of all time. Um, but this was had everything in it was set up to be a great movie. It was so set up to be a great movie, and I was so disappointed. So disappointed. It was boring, so boring. Wasn't enough with the exorcism. The whole exorcism part. It was just like the movie was like a whole backstory. It's like, ugh. But anyways, I just figured I'd throw that in there, just stir some, rile some people up that like these movies. But anyways, I would go and watch the movies I've recommended. I'm gonna start doing more videos now. I mean, we just got a new house. We sold the old house, bought a new house. So now I'm going to start actually being on a schedule. I want to do a lot of live streams if I can get some subscribers, and maybe do some, chit chatting over live streaming. That would be pretty awesome. So, I mean, subscribe, like the video, comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Alrighty.